it was symbolic that the train came through while we were having this ceremony. But the Nashville-Louisville Railroad has been here, since the Civil War. And when the soldiers were first killed, they were buried wherever they fell, all around here. And in 1866, the federal government began building national cemeteries so that dead soldiers of the Union Army could be interred. And the people who built these cemeteries were mostly the black regiments. That was one of the last tasks that they had, was to help build these cemeteries across the region. And that's why they're everywhere. When the Battle of Nashville took place, 575 black men died on one day. And they were buried at Peach Orchard Hill that you mentioned, sir. At the bottom of that hill, they were buried, and they were just trenched. And when this cemetery opened, they reinterred, the bodies here. So bodies were brought off by train, and they were unloaded, and the graves were dug, and so on, all over the area. So not only are we interred here, we practically built these cemeteries. You can imagine the dirty, smelly, nasty job that black soldiers had to do to build the national cemeteries. They had to disinter, bodies, put them in boxes, bring them out here to the various cemeteries and so on. So we also built these particular cemeteries. So, but anyway, I hope that all of you study that history because Bill Cosby said, black history is lost, stolen, or strayed, which meant that it's not in the history books because people don't want it in the history books. It strayed from the history books because when it was put there, somebody decided later on a new edition to cut it out. And of course, a lot of our history is just simply not told. As long as you can convince people that they are nobody, then they'll feel that way. And so history makes you strong, gives you a sense of self. It gives you a sense of roots, where you came from, and so on. So we're also standing on ground built by our ancestors from the original in 1866-67.
Thank you, Dr. Lovett. And he's going to give us a little quick example of what you get when you look at his programs on